Roarshock out there in California.
Yeah. So this is Monday online number 5. I'm keeping track. Uh, so this morning I woke up and I remembered that it is the 99th birthday today, April 13th, 1921. My friend, the poet Margo Skinner, was born, and she died in 1993. In the late 80s, I helped her to gather together her life's poems from various places, and we handed them off to Donald Fryer, who turned them into a book. And then I remembered that I had stashed a copy of the book here where I'm sheltering some decades ago in good planning, so I can read some of Margo's poems to you today. And the book is called As Green as Emerald, the collected poems of Margo Skinner, compiled by Donald Sidney Fryer, introduction by Fritz Leiber, published by Don Heron Press, Glen Ellen, California, 1990. So we have a couple of her poems. And here's the first one. Yeah, where did it go? Here it is. I had them all marked. And here it is. This is on one of Margo's favorite topics. A Sinister of Siamese. Had a cat named Tomian. In the dead of night, she played Chopin. Had a cat named Little Blue. Mated him with a cat named Green. All of the kittens were aquamarine. Had a cat named Fatima. She would pat you with her paw. Had a wild cat named Kim. Couldn't do a thing with him. Had a cat named Oh-Ho San. She drank tea as if in Japan. Had an elegant cat named Jade, who would thrust black velvet nose into the petals of a rose. Had a mad cat named Quan Yu. He stole mittens and little kittens. He loved them too. And so this one, it's a lovely poem, isn't it? And yeah, she was totally a cat person. Here's one. To Sister Mary.
2 minutes left.
Thank you. To Sister Mary. We shopped for a coffin in a stale-aired room, saw great gruesome bassinets satin-lined, plump-laced, trimmed pillows for heads of the dead. Chose one and split into the clean air. We sped 80 miles an hour high in the mountains by Yosemite on a clean straight road with the top down and the country spread like a shining flat map before we dipped down into the valley to drink strong coffee with truck drivers. Highway 1 was quite deserted. Cliffs like a great stone wall on one side, precipice on the other, the sea below. The black limousine followed us past, pulled out on a shoulder, followed us again. Terrified, we sang old songs and hoped the road would end. Up above, suddenly a light, at last, a flickering, sick green. We speeded up, tried to read its sign. Nepenthe, it said, with terrible ominousness. We got the hell out of there quick. Finally descending, no cars now, nor lights, miles and miles. Then a bright warm cafe with homemade blackberry cobbler, black coffee again, and human voices, and always the magical silver screen with black musicians and girl reporters, young Liz Taylor and a beloved horse, throaty Dietrich songs in beat-up Berlin bars, desert riders under 1,000 stars, and the books, the poetry, the gardens, the parks, black cats named Dinah and Myrrh, who once caught a dragonfly in his mouth like a beautiful spotted mustache, Coco, the clown of a collie, dancing and loving, the long line of untrammeled sea when we were young and free, and the romantic hearts, now older, sadder, but still unresigned and sharing wonder. For you, Margo, wherever you might be.
You're sharing wonder wherever you go, Roarshock.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, everybody.
Sang old songs and hoped the road would end.
Yeah, it was scary, I guess.